Ladies and gentlemen, the Chief of Staff of the United States Air Force, General Mark A. Welsh III.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and good morning, Cadet Wing. About 40 years ago tomorrow, I stood on this parade field like the members of the class of 2016 stand this morning. Very proud to stand beside my classmates in 24 Squadron and the rest of the members of the class of 1976. We were all a little bit tired, we were a little bit nervous, and we were real excited about what came next. The stands were packed just like they are this morning, which brings me to the first thing I'd like to say to members of the class of 2016. That was a little weak. In fact, that was a lot weak. Which brings me to the first thing I'd like to say to the class of 2016. Guys, if I remember correctly, this was the one parade I looked forward to in my cadet career. Get fired up. The people in the stands today, your parents, your grandparents, and your family members are here today for you. But you need to understand that they're actually not thinking about the same things you are. They're thinking about the past, not the future. They're thinking about the day you were born. They're thinking about bringing you home from the hospital. They're thinking about your first words, your first steps, your first day of school. They're thinking about Little League baseball games and soccer games and gymnastics meets and swim meets and ballet recitals and teaching you to cook and teaching you how to throw a curveball. They're caught in this strange place between pride and what you've become and fear and giving you up to this world that they worked so hard to protect you from for so long. You need to understand that everything that makes them love you has already happened. And remember that you learned honor and integrity around their kitchen table. Remember that your brothers and sisters taught you about competition and courage in the backyard. Remember that you watched your parents and learned about dedication and commitment and service and loyalty and respect. Your family and your friends have given you every tool you need to succeed in life, both professionally and personally. There is no way you can ever repay them enough. But today would be a good day to try. The second thing I'd like to ask you to think about is making a commitment to yourself. I mean, let's be honest with each other. There are three groups of people standing on this parade field from the class of 2016. There's one group that worked as hard as they possibly could here at USAFA and accomplished great things. You got everything out of the experience. There's another group that worked hard enough, but you know you could have done more. And there's another group that has no idea what you could have gotten from this experience because you never really applied yourself. You're just really talented. Only you know which group you're really in. But whether you're graduating number 1 or number 900 and something, what you need to know today is that all that matters now is what group you choose to associate yourself with in our Air Force starting at noon tomorrow. I'd ask you to make a commitment to yourself that whatever mission path you're on in our Air Force, you run it at full speed. Don't cheat yourself. And finally, let me say a little bit more about that word commitment, because at universities all over the country, events like this are focused on the word celebration and congratulations and achievement. Here at the Air Force Academy for the next 24 hours, the events are focused on the word commitment. If you open up Webster's and look at the definition, it says consignment to a penal or mental institution. So congratulations. Luckily, there are one or two other definitions in there, like accepting a charge and taking a pledge for future action. Later today, you're going to raise your right hands and repeat an oath. And you're going to accept a charge from the people of the greatest nation on earth. You're going to pledge that you will support and defend their Constitution, their lives, their families, their property. You're going to tell them, essentially, that they can trust you to serve, not when it's convenient for you, but whenever and wherever necessary to protect their interests. You're going to promise them that you will deploy to all points of the compass, at great personal and family price at times, to do the nation's business. And you're going to promise General Johnson and General Armacost and General Williams and Mr. Knowlton and Secretary James and me and every other member of our armed forces and the classmates you stand beside, that when the next war klaxon sounds, you will be ready and willing and committed to standing shoulder to shoulder with us on that battlefield and dying there if necessary. Commitment's a pretty serious word. There are thousands of people in the stands behind me who understand it. Your parents, your grandparents, your family members, the faculty and staff from the academy. They know what that word means. And so do you, or you wouldn't still be here. Thank you for choosing to stay. Thank you for choosing to serve. Thanks for bringing your talent to this Air Force. And while it's okay to be a little nervous as you head out the North Gate tomorrow, please trust me when I tell you that when the day comes that tests your commitment to the oath you'll take this evening, that all of us and every man and woman in our Air Force will be standing beside you. So help me God. So when you are most tested, when you're not sure you can stand firm for the things that you believe in, lean on us. Congratulations, 2016. And welcome to the profession of arms.